From a roast so savage, it made a woman in the crowd burst into tears.
Clearly want to go home. I don't know why the f he didn't leave already. This guy's sitting here picking his f***ing calluses on his hand for 10 minutes. Just go.
To getting into a full-blown war of words with a live-action Karen straight out of a rom-com.
I never use those words. I do not call women bitches. I do not call that.
Go on. Move on to your next bit.
These are 10 jaw-dropping moments where comedians utterly obliterated hecklers in front of a live audience. Let's start with an attention-deprived heckler who got shut down by Matt Rife at his comedy special.
He has a stripper boyfriend up here in the floor section.
So? Good for her. Is he hot?
He looks just like you.
So, yeah? Doubt it.
I love how Matt starts with a completely nonchalant attitude and then, boom.
Oh, valet? Do you have a fun stripper name?
Yeah, it's Ivy.
Like Poison Ivy? Because dudes be leaving your lap dances itching.
Never seen a stripper get roasted like that. But she wasn't the only one.
Is my stripper name Abby Sarah? If you tip me enough, I'll tell you my pronouns. What do you do now?
Long story.
Long story? That's what my stripper name would have been.
He really worked the crowd here.
I'm a hairstylist.
Yeah, you don't have the money to do it. Absolutely not. You think I'm gonna airdrop my pics to great clips up there? Absolutely not.
Hey, just don't forget your roots.
Don't forget your roots. You could dye yours.
When Matt Rife is in the room, stripper or hairstylist, nobody is safe. Up next, we've got Akaash Singh, who came on stage already annoyed with two hecklers sitting front row. So, naturally, when it was Akaash's turn, he came in guns blazing.
Don't be so nervous. You know what I mean? There's some that you're not nervous. What are you? Tell me what emotion you're feeling.
He's British, he's really confused.
He's confused by Indians as a Brit? I don't think he is, to be honest with you. I think he's looking at me like, why does this guy have freedom?
Calling out that passive racism. Kudos to Akaash.
And I'm trying to power through the set, but when I'm done with my set and I see him doing this, that shit, there is no way your left hand is more interesting than what we're doing up here for an hour. You clearly want to go home. I don't know why the f didn't leave already. This guy's sitting here picking his calluses on his hand for 10 minutes. Just go. Who gives a f? And then I just lost it.
What comes next, in Akaash's words, was totally well-deserved.
How is this more polite than just getting up and walking out? The guy thinks he's funnier than me. Brits, dude. I'm so glad that died. So glad that never been more glad in my life. This whole time I didn't care. I was like, whatever, 92-year-old. Who cares what she did to India? I'm over it. I'm not over it anymore.
Poor deceased queen had to bear all of that because of him.
Ha! You get those jokes, don't you? You don't have a hard time understanding that? Stupid inbred you. I hate this now, and it's your fault.
He even wrote it in the YouTube video description. It's his fault I went in on the queen like that. In Brits, dude. And one fan compared the queen to a brisket in the comments. He said, bro was so mad he dug the queen and threw her on the grill like a brisket.
I swear to God, if I had a f***ing glove, I'd slap you like that with that shit. Challenge you to a duel. In Hamilton out here. I don't know what the f*** I was talking about. I blacked out for a second, to be honest with you. I feel so good, though. I feel so much better about everything. The queen.
You know what makes this funnier? The fact that he's throwing out such insults without even looking at the guy.
I just don't get it. Sorry, it's not some dry-ass BBC sitcom. You couldn't have stayed home and watched Mr. Bean on PBS on Saturday night? God damn, dude. You know, I swear to God, I used to tell people I want to move to London. I changed my mind just now.
The roast just won't stop.
I'm asking him like he's gonna answer me. I'm sorry I ruined your night, truly. I'll never feel bad for you in my life. That was the worst thing I said? I feel like I did okay then. How about this? I wish the queen was Hindu so I could watch that burn to death. How about that?
And when he makes a joke about protection in case the Brit charges at him, all hell breaks loose.
I'm looking for my 7-foot camera guy around the corner, like just in case this guy charges the stage. You know? Hey, thank you, bro. He's not even scared of your size. He's just not used to black people.
That's as crazy as it gets when you're roasting a racist heckler. But what happens when a heckler calls you racist?
No, that was the most racist joke ever.
It all started when Troy Bond started talking about politics on his comedy show, and an African-American lady wasn't pleased with his opinions.
Probably the most pro-anti-Trump comic out there. That mother.
You're not.
Shut the f up!
As a white guy trying to talk to black people.
I'm not.
Bitch, no, you're not.
Yes, I wasn't.
No, you were.
You just tuned in.
You were trying to.
Well,
you were trying to.
For what?
She's clearly upset about something.
What are you upset about? It's not me.
No, and shut up. Any black person that tried to laugh at his jokes, no.
Stop having fun!
Go ahead, yeah, stop having fun.
Can we get her an Adderall or something?
Wow. Are you serious?
See, yeah, no, that's what happens.
Troy Bond really said, I got zero tolerance for you, bestie.
I don't know who the f you're mad at, but it's not me.
No, a white person trying to make fun of black people.
See, now you're crying, and I was just trying to make you laugh.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna make fun. I was trying to be empathetic.
It wasn't funny.
It was not.
No.
That's right, all empathy just flew out the door.
Why do you think I'm doing this for a living? You think I was a football player? I'm a God damn it. There's nothing you can say to me I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror. You're the first name going in my suicide note tonight.
Troy just doesn't care what you think. It's time to get out now.
Have a good night, Kamala Harris. Now's the time I need you on my side.
No, that was the most racist joke ever.
No, I got like 4 more in the chamber.
No, Kamala Harris.
Whoa, things escalated fast, but he didn't even let them walk out in peace.
Drop the scarf, man. That was $3 at Dollar Tree, man.
Madden. No.
Yeah, go pick up the gun she left under the chair.
Are you serious? No, y'all wanna laugh about it?
I'm so horny for no reason right now.
That's what you get when you're sensitive at a comedy club. Bill Burr had no problem showing hecklers their place, even if they were blind.
Are you gonna have a 41? You still gonna have the bachelor party? Do you really need to, man? I mean, you're 41. You just lived the bachelor party for 20 years, right? You do what? You play plays? Yeah, you're not hitting. No. Yeah, what? I can't go to titty bars anymore. I just remember those. You can't see him, you're blind?
That was a shocking revelation, but Bill still didn't hold back.
Jeez, well, thank you for bringing it all the way down to I didn't ask you about your eyesight. Jesus Christ, you got problems with your kidneys too? We can just turn this into a benefit? What's wrong with this guy? Can't see.
But there's more to come.
You were blind. What the are you looking back at him for? You need to work on your fake blind. Jesus Christ. You really trying to make me look like a there. I couldn't see with the lights. All of a sudden I see this guy, this blind guy. Oh, with this guy right here with the red with the clothing.
And then Bill comes to a self-realization.
Well, you know, most comics would have just left it after you said I'm blind. I'm sorry. And I literally delved into it to the point that somebody at the table just said, this is my cane right here. I mean, you want me to bump into some shit? I mean, I don't know what I gotta do here to prove to you that I can't see because I can't see.
But is he sorry about it? Absolutely not.
All right, I got it. You can't see. You proved it to me. You're blind. This woman has her hand over her mouth like I made her blind. I didn't make
You know who else has the same energy as Bill Burr? Ricky Gervais. He will not tolerate hecklers ruining his carefully drafted jokes.
He was an inventor. Oh, go on, mate. Sorry. I can't do one-on-one. It's a big place. In a much smaller room, I'd still ignore you, cunt. Shush.
Never seen a better shut-up call. Unlike Ricky, Andrew Schulz was heckled 3 times before he finally lost his cool.
What's that, sweetheart?
Is it clear you've never let out your
You're not smart. I don't think you're smart. I don't think you're smart. If you were smart, you would know that's what's funny about the joke. That's the exact thing that's funny about the joke. But I think your math brain isn't creative enough to understand humor.
And as the show went on, his roasts just kept leveling up.
But your brain, I don't think is made for it. I'll give you a chance for the rest of the show to try to laugh. But if you find yourself not laughing, just know I'm not smart enough. That's what you have to remind. Your brain doesn't work for it. It's not everybody. I'm sure you're really good at engineering. No, you're really good at engineering, ruining other people's nights.
And then he presents her with some unsolicited advice.
And look, there is a place to go if you don't like humor. No, you shouldn't go to hell. Why would you go to hell? That's for funny people. You're not gonna ruin our time in hell too? How dare you? You gonna follow me to fucking hell? You out your fucking mind?
There's no coming back from this. Andrew was super hostile, but Sammy obeyed, shut down a heckler in the politest way possible. It all started when Sammy was talking about his snack bag.
I realized I have a snacking problem when I started to pack a snack bag with me everywhere I go. It's embarrassing. You'll see me walking around with a little snack bag, and the bag is getting very big. So yeah, my snack bag's like 300 pounds. Because I add a lot of stuff to it, and I don't subtract, so the math ain't mathin', you know.
But one sensitive audience member decided to get offended over the silliest thing.
I think that's like the trauma of brown parents, you know what I mean? Like, you can't throw something away if there's like a little bit of crumbs in it, you know what I mean? So
I can't meet for the brown parents part.
I keep looking at you. I looked at you once for the brown parents part. I only did one brown parents reference. I looked at you twice before and after I said brown parents. So I said, for the brown parents, and I look back at you.
I'm surprised he's even bothering with the explanation.
And you look back at me as if you don't have brown parents. You liar, okay? Pull up a picture on your phone of your white parents and show me that I'm racist, okay? What are your parents' names?
My parents aren't even supportive.
They aren't supportive of it? But that's fine, it doesn't matter. They're Indian, okay.
Oh, how the turntables have turned.
I have now learned. I'm not going to be looking at anybody in the eye because they're going to think that I'm talking about them. Okay? I'm sorry that you're sitting right in the front and your eyes are literally of closest proximity to mine.
But his last joke was the feistiest.
I totally should have looked at it, because brown parent. Like, I should have looked at this guy. Here I was, being discriminatory and not giving this guy a chance of connecting on brown parents. Man. Did I ever think I was gonna learn this lesson in Manchester, Connecticut? Who would have thought that Manchester would have schooled me on discrimination?
So, for the time being, the girl stayed quiet. But later on in the show, she decided she had more to say.
I hate having feelings. I hate having a line.
It's just like that.
And
Human, you have to put me down the entire time.
oh, okay. I knew that was gonna come out. I had a feeling. Okay. Let's address this first because I can't just leave this. No, you were heckling. You were heckling, yes.
How does she not realize her own mistake?
And now you're making it about you. Think about that for a moment. And then politely stop and let me finish. Okay? There's people suffering more than you and I right now. We have trivial problems. My problem's I'm getting heckled at a comedy show. Yours is that you got shut down by a comedian because you were heckling, okay?
He's being very polite, in my opinion.
What's that? I'm an
We love you anyway.
Don't turn into a 40-year-old. I've been an asshole my whole life, okay? You liked me, you were a fan of me, and then you came and tried to make the show about you. You're doing it right now.
Does she not get enough attention at home? And then there's Jimmy Carr, who dared hecklers to try to roast him, but then shut them down in an instant.
Why don't we have a proper heckle amnesty? If you would like to have a heckle, this would be the ideal time. Not... I look like I f***ed a pig. Do I still owe your mum money? Is she annoyed, is she?
Right off the bat, he says something other people would take ages to think over. And then someone throws a classic insult at Jimmy.
When does the comedy start? It's a classic. It's a classic heckle, right? What's your name, sir? Like shoe rack, you're called Rack.
Spoiler alert, Rack is about to get his handed to him.
If you don't think the comedy started, you're right. And if you think that comedy has started, you're right, because it's a very individual thing, isn't it? And if the show's not for you, it's not for you. But I feel bad if you paid all this money to come and see me and you don't think it's funny. You've had a disaster. But I suppose, Rack, you have learned a valuable lesson. You've learned life's not fair.
Rack's probably regretting his words, but Jimmy isn't done yet.
Another example of how unfair, Rack, our society is. Let's say if a man, you're right, sir, let's say if a man sleeps with loads and loads of women, what is he? He's a stud, he's a player, he's admired in our society. That isn't an opinion, that's fact. If a guy sleeps with loads of women, he's a player, he's a stud, he's admired. But if a woman sleeps with loads and loads of men, she's called Rack's mum.
There couldn't have been a better mic drop moment. The mom jokes always hit. But Rack didn't learn his lesson. Oh no, he wanted another shot.
Your face is like a 42-inch widescreen TV.
My face is like a 42-inch widescreen TV. It's very wide. Okay.
Clearly, that was a big miss. So, Jimmy had to get his point across again.
I've just said that your mum's a prostitute. And you just said your face is wide. Rack, I'm not sure if you know how this works.
I don't think Rack knows how this works either.
I'll tell you why it's wide as well. All that.
But the heckling didn't end there. Another audience member wanted to take a dig at him.
Paul, fun fact for you. Your girlfriend's got 2 cunts. She's sat next to one of them, isn't she?
Nobody at all can match Jimmy's quick wit. You know who had a similar, if not more annoying experience? Jeremiah Watkins. He was doing his stand-up, talking to a man in the audience about his girlfriend, when out of nowhere, a woman from the audience decides that she needs to meddle. Enter Karen.
Sir, you usually had to go to the bathroom?
Yeah? That has nothing to do with what I'm asking.
I mean, I wasn't asking him, how big a dumps does she take? That had nothing to do. Let her pee in the bathroom. Just let her pee.
And Jeremiah, oh, he goes there. Like, full throttle.
You're the personification of Aunt Flo. Just let her pee, all right? Just let it go. There you go. You're getting it.
And when the Aunt Flo joke doesn't land, he roasts her so hard he starts asking about her bowel movements.
So do you take fat dumps? Oh, you didn't understand the question. I'll break it down. I asked you if you take fat dumps.
And now it's a poop convo. Publicly, loudly, voluntarily. And she starts flexing her potty training skills too.
You're holding her over the toilet every single time. That's what you're saying.
I'm actually not talking to you.
I think that's what we all wanted.
And then, like any textbook Karen encounter, her husband finally comes to her defense.
I don't want to talk to me anymore. Don't call me a bitch.
I didn't. I never use those words. I do not call women bitches. I do not call that.
But Jeremiah isn't done with her.
The more you tell me to move on with my little bits and stuff, the more I stay right here. That's just...
She's been talking for 15 minutes straight, derailing a show. Of course, the audience is sick of her.
Survey says that's the right answer on the board!
And then comes the moment everyone's been waiting for.
You don't understand. This is my dojo.
They're finally asked to leave. Good riddance. That's all for today. Which one of these do you think was the most deserved? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.